Okay, welcome, welcome, welcome. Tell me where you're connecting from. Today I'm going to make it brief actually. It's not going to be a long one, but I still would like to know where everybody's connecting from. Mimi, thank you for being here. Who else is jumping aboard here? Always a pleasure to see new people here, or even people that have been here for a while. It's always awesome. Okay, tell me where you're connecting from so I have a better understanding of where everybody is uh, in comparison to me. Israel, awesome. Thank you, love and light. Minnie said thank you. All right. Hello, hello, hello. Greetings from Greece. Awesome. Thank you for being here, my friend. Okay. Nathanael is in the house. Hello for being here. Holland. All right. Israel, of course, Sweden. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right. For those of you that are new here, of course, I want to welcome you. Okay. Feel free to check my page here on TikTok, and if you like what you see, of course, you can always hit a follow, and right beside it you can also hit the little bell icon. That way you get notified every time I upload a video, of course. Okay, and of course, anybody that's interested in subscribing, this is your opportunity while I am live. Anybody that does so and wishes to can have a free complimentary 15-minute Zoom meeting with me. All right. Long time I haven't caught a live. That is, yes, where have you been, my friend? Now you're here. That's all good. You're here now, and that's the important thing, right? Okay, and for those of you that, again, were interested in mentorship, you can find my website actually right at the bottom of my profile picture here on TikTok. You're going to find Linktree. You can tap on that, and that will actually direct you to my website, and then from there you can find out whatever information you're looking for. And of course, thank you for the likes. The more likes we get and the more shares we get, of course, we create a feeding frenzy here. And the more of a feeding frenzy, of course, the more like-minded people come on board, and we just create our own community, of course, right? Which is actually amazing. Been watching all of your videos. They're always amazing. Thank you, my friend. Love and light to you. It's very important to know what you think of it. And the reason for that is because, there's always room for improvement, of course, even when it comes down to videos. Okay. So what I wanted to talk about today was the importance, actually, of being in complete alignment with yourself. Okay. And what does this really mean? We hear this term quite a bit. We hear the term alignment. We hear the term our higher self. Thank you for that, my friend. But what does it really mean? So bottom line, when we come into this physical reality, thank you, we do have our emotions, okay? And our emotions are a clear indicator as to where we are in alignment with our higher self, okay? So again, the terms higher self sometimes can get confusing to some people. What it really means is just the higher version of you, of who you really are. And that version of you oversees the whole operation. Okay, so only a small portion of you is here in the physical reality. So let's say you're going about your business on a daily basis, and you bump into different things that happen in your daily activities, of course, which is quite normal for everybody. Your guidance system, or your inner guidance system that I like to call it, kicks in every single time. So let's say every time you come across, you meet somebody or a situation, you don't feel good about it, okay? Don't pursue it, plain and simple. Others would call it your gut feeling, and that's a very accurate term as well, because the feeling seems to be coming from your gut, okay? If you have, for example, a decision to make, okay, and for whatever reason you feel even the slightest, and I mean even the slightest amount of resistance, do not go ahead with it. All right. And again, at the same time, what happens is when we actually show up with others, believe it or not, we are here to experience life on our own terms. And I know a lot of times this might seem a little selfish for some, but it is not selfish, okay? The reality of it is that you came here to experience life on your own terms. And while there are other people at play here, other individuals, and we co-create together, okay? Thank you, Chapter, for doing that. We do co-create, but at the same time, as we co-create with others, it is vitally important that we stay true to ourselves, okay? And the only way you would know as to how to stay true to yourself is by actually feeling your emotions or your inner guidance system, okay? The minute you feel the slightest resistance about anything, and I mean even the slightest doubt or the slightest resistance, do not pursue it. Even if you have your best friend or your partner or whoever trying to influence you into doing something, just giving you an example, right? For them, it might feel good because maybe for them they are in alignment with it, but their reality is not your reality, okay? And if you feel good about it as well, then by all means, tag along, right? But if for whatever reason something doesn't feel good, thank you, Gary. If something doesn't feel good, if something is just telling you, no, I don't feel like doing it, I strongly advise you not to do it. And this is because your higher being communicates with you through your emotions. That's the main way it would, or your, I shouldn't say it because it is you, but that's the main way you communicate with you through your emotions, okay? And then throughout the day, of course, you also communicate with yourself through different visions, downloads, feelings or emotions, right? Stuff like that. Or even sometimes even a voice might come through your, just whisper in your ear, like I say, right? So always be consistent with your emotions and always be on the lookout for them because they are your true direction as to where you want to go and what you want to do. Okay. So now, having said that, I want to see some of your comments here. Of course, your comments don't have to be related to what we're talking about now. It could be related to anything, right? Aki, thank you for being here. Hello to the wonderful company and to the great professor, I guess. Yes. All right. Thank you, Aki. So like I said, anybody can ask something. I'm not going to keep this live very long. I just wanted to jump in briefly just to mention the importance of how it is to be in alignment with yourself. And all that is just your emotions. Just follow them. If you don't feel good about something, don't do it. If you do feel good about something, go ahead and do it. And really, don't dance around to anybody else's song, no matter how close they are to you, because again, that is their reality, not yours. And it is not selfish to do so, by the way, at all, because at the end of the day, it is about you and what you have to learn here in this physical reality. Okay. So let's see your comments. Of course, Israel, Hassan Nathanael Wasil here. Greece, of course. Holland, that's very good. Katrina, of course. Love and light to you, Katerina. And hello from Sweden, of course. Machlab, thank you for being here, my friend. Rocco rocks, I love your name. South Africa, you rock, my friend. And Katerina, yeah, you did catch my live this time, which is very good. So, of course, like I said, the more likes we get, the more of a feeding frenzy we create. And the more shares we get, of course, the same rule applies, right? Anna, hello, lovely professor, love and light. Love and light to you as well. Nice of you to pop by. Katrina, I'm happy, or Katarina, I should say, I'm happy that you like all my videos because, and again, I'm always open to constructive criticism or any other kind of criticism. Doesn't really bother me, right? It's just, it's good to know that a lot of people enjoy my content. I love that. And Sveth, is it? Annie, okay, I am from Norway and send light and love to everyone. Love and light to you as well. This is what I'm talking about when we say that we attract a loving community. We attract such a beautiful community when we sit here and we communicate with one another. Because at the end of the day, it is about energy and how we exchange this energy to one another. And that's amazing. I really, really love that. I love your stuff, man. Thank you. Well, I was just talking about energy, and there you are. Energy Sticks. I love your name, by the way. Really love your name. It's funny, as I'm talking about energy, your name pops up, your username. JM, well, where did you grow up? Um, Multiple places, actually, but mostly Greece and Canada. Those are the two main places. But thank you for asking. Katarina, the one about goosebumps gave me goosebumps. That is amazing. So that is a clear indication for you that whatever I was saying, you actually were in alignment with it. Okay, it struck that chord within you, and that's what created the goosebumps for you. So that's beautiful. Okay, I'm glad to hear that, Katerina. Anna simplifies everything and is very good to discover. Thank you. And Zakia, my wonderful friend, thank you for being here as well. Isn't it kind of late for you, Zakia? Thank you. Because from what I understand, you are 5 hours ahead, right? So that's all good. Thank you for being here, Zakia. Lucky Luke's in the house. Thank you for being here, Lucky Luke. Love and light to you. Okay. And awakened, anxiety with job. So awakened, believe it or not, you're not the only one that has anxiety issues, especially when it comes down to jobs, of course. And this is because, again, we are in, or we perceive it, I should say, as challenging times. We perceive the economy as not being the way we like it. And it is in this physical reality. But I'm here to tell you again that whatever you are experiencing, you are experiencing that for a reason. And the reason is for you to grow, to evolve, and to expand from that. So when we start seeing whatever challenges come in our way, instead of seeing it from a point of anxiety, because now we're feeding energy towards anxiety, right? A better way to do it would be, thank you for that, Zakia, you're wonderful. A better way to do it would be to look at it in a different way. And for example, instead of looking at it through anxiety, look at it as a personal challenge on how to overcome that. And this is because, believe it or not, your higher self, your higher being would never toss something at you that you can't handle. Remember that. This is key. I'm going to repeat that again, okay? Your higher being will never throw something in your physical reality if you can't handle it, okay? This is how powerful you are. So drop the anxiety, look at it from a different point of view. Nathanael, but what is my mission on this planet actually? So this is a misconception that a lot of us have. Okay, we believe that we come here for a mission. And I'm going to break your bubble here. I'm going to burst your bubble a little bit. And I'm going to tell you that you didn't come here for any mission. I hear this a lot from star seeds and all kinds of different people that believe that we are here to accomplish something or to do something, or we have a mission. The only reason you are here for is for your self growth, self expansion and understanding yourself in ways that maybe you couldn't understand before. It is only for your expansion. Of course, everybody around you that is part of it is also growing and expanding and evolving from all those entanglements with you. But the word mission is a very powerful statement. There is no mission. Just wanted to say, okay, thank you, my friend. Chapters, thank you for your words of wisdom. Thank you for being here, Chapters. Always love and light to you. Looking at the teen filter, it reminds me that our appearance has nothing to do with who we are. 1000%. And actually, I've seen that teen filter, I think once. Somebody just earlier today, I saw it, and I totally agree with you. See, because what you see is actually an illusion. Okay, I'm going to repeat that again. What you see is actually an illusion, and every single time what you actually see is just a creation from your inner self. So what you feel from the inside, you exude on the outside. Okay, and to give you a plain example, you might have 10 different people looking at an event, for example. Okay, it doesn't matter what event it is. By the time the event is finished or done with, all 10 people, if you ask them what they saw and what they experienced, all of them will tell you a different story. Now, were their stories wrong? Of course not. All their stories were correct, all 10 of them, because they experienced it from their own inner being, okay? And that's the way they perceived it. So all of them are correct, all right? Beautiful. I love it. Katerina, what have my feelings about it change? Optimistic and really good 1 minute, and not so good the next then. All right, so this is where we say that you're a little confused. Not confused in a sense of you don't know what you're doing, but generally speaking, if you have whatever information you need to have, okay, the first feeling that comes up is usually always the best one. That's why I always say that always the first ones go by. And the reason for that is because if you give it a few more seconds, then your mind kicks in, your thoughts kick in, and your thoughts will affect your feelings after that. Okay? But if you just run into something and the first feeling you get is your gut feeling, that's the one that you go with. Don't wait, because after you wait, you might have a change of mind, and that's exactly what we call it, a change of mind, because your mind literally takes over and starts controlling your whole emotions. And Nikes, of course, thank you for being here. Jeannie, thanks for being here, my friend. What your advice for me via session? Okay, so we all ascend, we all grow, we all evolve. Okay, so my advice to you, J17, would be simply to enjoy where you are at the moment. Okay, don't try to ascend, don't try to do anything. Just be present in the present moment and let things just flow naturally. Okay, no, you're not going to be left behind, believe me. Beautiful question, I love it. Okay, Veller, I love you. You are my best friend in my soul. Love and light to you, my friend. I always see your comments on my posts, and you are such an amazing personality. Love and light to you. Thank you for popping by. Love from Indonesia. Awesome. Okay, yeah, I admit, Katerina, I had some same issue. All right. My mother got news today. Cancer. Who is this? Lisa? Let me see. Lisa. My mother got news today. Cancer. Now she is afraid for death. How make her not scared? It's hard. So generally speaking, I get it. Anybody that has news like that will initially be all shook up, like we say, okay? But my advice to you would be to simply when you are in the presence of your mother, not to see her as being sick. I get it. I know it is hard, but it is also very, very important to not look at her in that way. And I'll tell you why. Because this observation of the disease is some doctor's observation or some specialist, but it's not your observation or your mother's for that matter. And this is very, very important because a lot of times, this is what I'm saying, we get influenced by others. I'm not saying this is not true, but what I'm saying is when we start believing in the words of others, we create our reality even faster. Okay, so in this case, what happens with a lot of people when they get the news of they have some kind of cancer and that they're not going to live long, guess what? They do believe it. Very, very, it's very emotional to them, and the doctor's predictions come to pass. They come true because simply these people believed it to be true. In reality, you have total control of when you die and when you don't die. Okay, always before you cross over, you are always asked if you want to stay or if you want to, meaning stay, if you want to stay on that side or if you want to come back. The minute you make the decision to come back and not to stay on the other side, you will be healed. Trust me, okay? You will be healed because your higher being or your guides or whatever you want to call them on the other side will heal you instantly, okay? So the decision is always yours. So if your mother wants to pass, there's not much you can do about it. If she wants to stay, that's her decision as well. Hello, nice to see you again. Clevis, thank you, my friend. I was dreaming a purple light was shining behind my back, and the frogs were jumping into my clothes. They went up from my feet to my neck. So this dream all depends on how you see the representations in them. So again, you need to analyze it yourself. You need to analyze what the frogs mean to you, for example, what the jumping means to you, what the climbing part means to you. Okay, so you got to take every single aspect of the dream. Don't take a dream interpreter or anything like that, because that's very, very, very general. Mandala, thank you. That's very general. And you don't want to go by general terms. You want to go by what those images mean to you. Okay, because your higher self communicates through images. Your subconscious communicates through images. So those images are very specific for you. Okay. Hi, my dear. All right, I'm going to zoom down and see Katerina. Thank you. I'm going to zoom down and see what my subs are saying here. I know a few of them are here. So there's one. Okay, Aiki. I kindly ask your positive energy for my mother tomorrow. We'll have a surgery removing her tumor. You got it. You don't even need to ask, Aiki. You automatically have it from my side. Okay? Consider it done, because it is done. Many thanks in advance, Aikis. It is done, Aiki. Okay? You will have all my positive energy towards your mom. Amelia, thank you for being here. My wonderful friend from Michigan. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're across the river, aren't you? It's 9:15 UK. Okay, that's what I thought. Thank you. You're my good night treat. Oh, you're the best, Zakia. You're the best. Okay, I'm just going to go back down. And thank you for the subscription, Zakia. You're amazing. Just going to go down to see if I missed any of my... You are so smart, man. I don't feel smart, actually. You are smart. Don't talk bad about yourself, honestly. Nathanael, you know what? Nathanael, you are a bright young man, actually. And I say young man because that's a compliment. You have what it takes. You are smart, okay? And the way you speak about yourself is actually very, very important, okay? So start speaking positive about yourself, Nathanael. Sometimes we do it without realizing it, right? This is where awareness kicks in. So just be aware of the words that you use towards yourself and others for that matter, because that shows you where you are vibrationally. Okay. But thank you. Thank you for the compliment. I'm still going to take it. And my wonderful friend Shahira's in the house. Why? Wow, I am amazed. Just opened TikTok and wish to see you here, and here you are. Love and light to you. Shahira, you are such a beautiful person. You are amazing. Thank you for jumping on board. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all your wonderful words. You are amazing. Thank you. Happy mind, happy body. 1000% Haley and Purple Haze. Yes, absolutely. Just going to go down because I'm trying to find if any of my subs have something to say. Of course, Zakia, yeah, I will be thinking of your lovely mother. There you go. Aki, Lesjardin, or Zakia is actually speaking towards you. She tagged you. She's such a wonderful person to have on board and on your side, believe me. Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, awesome, awesome. Just going further down. Again, many, many thanks. Not a problem, Mikeys. You don't need to thank me for anything, actually. Okay, so then I can go back up. That's what I do to see what I've missed. I love you guys. You guys are so, you guys are so amazing. Hi from Scotland. Okay, I saw that. Love and light, dear. Okay, also woke up at 10 p.m. What does it mean? North Oregon. Okay, hi, my dear. Okay, so this is where we stop, where the frogs is. So you woke up at 10 p.m. What does it mean? Again, what does the number 10 mean to you? The same thing, just like whatever the frogs meant to you, whatever the crawling meant to you, whatever the jumping means to you. Again, the number 10 is something specific in your life, okay? It could be somebody's birthday. It could be a time. It could be an address. It could be anything, really, right? Just see what the significance is within you. Hello from Scotland. Nice to have you here, Haley. So I find it hard because I have too many negative energy people around me and loved ones, unfortunately. Yes, this can present a big, big challenge when you are trying to stay positive, but others are negative around you. But I got news for you. This is the challenge that you came to grow and expand from. And not only you, but the others that are involved as well, that are in that negative frame of mind. And the challenge for you, believe it or not, is to learn how to love them, regardless of how negative they are or how bad their energy is. The challenge is to learn how to love them. Now, of course, if it becomes too destructive for you, I wouldn't recommend that you hang around. I would recommend every time you get into those negative vibes, you simply just leave the room or leave the vicinity, of course, right? If it becomes to that point. Otherwise, thank you, Zakia. Otherwise, you can just sit there, observe them, and the more awareness you bring to the situation, the more it will resolve itself. And this has been proven over and over and over again. This is not a theory. This actually happens. When you bring awareness to any situation, you just become more aware of it. When something is happening, you just bring more awareness to it. But the key is not to become entangled with it, okay, emotionally or any other way. Don't become verbal. Don't do any of that. Just stay there, become aware of it, and let it go. The more awareness you bring to it, the quicker it will resolve. Trust me on this. This works like magic. Okay, good evening, sir. Thank you. I enjoy your videos. Very helpful. Thank you, Andrea. Are you in Norway? No, actually, I am in Canada. But we do have similar weather. Okay. And Naja, is it? What does it mean when I close my eyes? I see waves of colors swaying in a tunnel. That is actually beautiful. A lot of people would love to see something like that. So basically, what you are um, doing in that particular moment, it's like you're kind of almost astral traveling, believe it or not. Because in a way, when you want to astral travel and you want to leave this dimension, okay, this is exactly what would open up. You would see a tunnel of colors. Not always, but in a lot of cases. Sometimes you just show up in that different dimension without any of that. But this is good. I like it. I wouldn't be freaking out. I am a Reiki master. LOL. That is awesome, Haley. The more Reiki masters on here, the better it is. I love it. Okay. Mandala. Okay. Hi. Good afternoon. Wishing everyone a wonderful rest of the day. And you as well, my friend. Thank you for being here. Love and light to you. All right. I'm going to take this opportunity again and say to all the new people that are here, or even everybody else, if you are new here, feel free to check out my page. If you like what you see, you can always hit a follow, of course. And I strongly recommend you hit the little bell icon, because that way you will get notified every time I upload a video. And I do upload videos quite often, actually. And for those of you that were interested in mentoring, again, you're going to find that in my website, of course, which again you will find where my link tree is at the bottom of my profile picture. You tap on that, that can direct you to my website. And for those of you again that wish to subscribe, this is your opportunity, of course, while I am live. Anybody that does so and wishes to can have a complimentary 15-minute Zoom meeting with me one-on-one, just as a thank you on my part. Okay. And Haley, okay, but still difficult when teen kids are awkward partners who don't resonate. I see world in, yes, I get it. I totally get it. And even though you are a Reiki master, again, it is about learning how to expand and grow from that experience, right? It's all good. It's all wonderful. Just bring more awareness to the situation and just watch it resolve. Okay, sometimes I think that internet will let people ascend to next level of conscious awakened yes, so the internet does definitely play a role, and the reason for that is, again, because it brings like-minded people to one platform, and we grow and expand even in that way. So definitely, yes. BRB, okay. So chapter, I was very anxious at work as I was going through my most difficult awakening stage. And that happens. That really happens. I get that. And a lot of times when you become awakened, or when you are in the process, because it's a never-ending story, right? It's not like we say we become awakened and that's it. We still grow, we still expand. But you're more awakened in comparison to what you were, okay? You will find even your work, if you are not in alignment with it, it's going to become more of a nuisance to you than anything else. And the same applies for everything else in your life, right? Thank you for letting us know, for letting me know, and for making that comment here. That's beautiful. Okay, thank you. Love and light to all of us. Valerja, thank you, Valerja. Love and light to you, my friend. So my manager told me I am just anxious and nervous and told me to go to cry if need to. You got a great manager then, that's for sure. It was so hard. I get it. I don't watch TV. I stay in prayer. I've never been happier. That's amazing. That truly is amazing. Again, whatever you are in alignment with, that is phenomenal. Again, keep in mind that prayer is a form of meditation, and prayer brings you closer to Source and to your higher being. So I strongly recommend it. especially if you are in alignment with it. Why not, right? Hello and thank you. Live in the moment, absolutely. You're okay, Nathanael. There you go. We said that. Learning lessons to a session, I think, until you reach full enlightenment. Very good. I like the way you see it, Haley. That's awesome. Thank you. I had a most difficult awakening than the most people, and a lot of times, yes, for some people, awakening comes in stages. For some, it comes like putum, and if it does come like putum, like I say, right, it's like a truck hit you. So I get it. It can be very, very hard. Okay, my everyday mission is to be happy and enjoy the present moment, and that is a beautiful mission to have. Thank you, Mandala. Thank you for that. Happy mind, happy body. Yes. Okay, my story is something I can't even tell. Only one friend understood me in UK, and he is the number one. That is fantastic. Keep sharing your story to people that are in contact with you, like if you're in alignment with them, of course. Most of the stories mirrored me by his story. There you go. Try to understand what's already understood. I like the way you put it, Harry. That's remarkable. Rick, I'm here to have as much fun as I can. Let's do it. Let's all have fun. 1000%. I agree with you. Just free yourself. I love you guys. Love your accent. I love you guys, man. I really do. Harry, you make everything too complicated. Go back to one like when we were 3 years old. Then we understood. Yes, we did. Not you. 1000%. I totally agree with you. And Haley, most times I'm unhappy or stressed. It's because of others' opinions and views or behaviors. Excuse me. Yes, generally that's what happens. And that's what I was saying at the beginning as well about being totally in alignment with yourself. Because when you are in alignment with yourself, this is your true purpose, if you want to call it a purpose. It's about you understanding you and helping you grow and expand. And there's nothing, what do you call it, selfish about that. All right. A lot of comments again. Okay. Like I said, I wasn't going to stay here long. Thank you so much. You're welcome. I'm just going to zoom down through the comments. I appreciate your videos. If I miss any of you, don't take it personal. Just zooming down. I'm from Ireland. That's because, again, I wasn't going to stay long on this live. Amelia, yes, in Michigan, very close to Detroit. Thank you. I'm actually right across from Detroit. And I come to Detroit quite often. Maybe we can catch a cup of coffee or something one day there. And Ike, thank you, my beautiful friend. I use affirmation, any affirmation to use for meeting your twin flame. I appreciate it. So whatever affirmation, it doesn't matter the words that you use, okay? You can use anything you want as long as you are in alignment with it. What does that mean? As long as you feel good about it. Once it feels good to you, then use that, okay? You can create your own affirmation. Why? Because the words are not important. It's the intention that's important and the feeling that you get out of it. Hello from UK. Awesome. Can I have a reading, please? You guys are awesome. So Luna, depends. What kind of a reading are you looking for, my friend? Because I generally don't do readings. I just teach you how to connect with yourself on your own. Or I should say I point it out and you can do your own readings. Love your lives, man. Thank you for all the insights you give to the people. Love and light to you, Kaylee. Thank you. Hi, I'm Elby from South Africa. Love and light to you. Thank you for connecting from wonderful South Africa. That's amazing how these wonderful platforms just bring everybody together and close, right? That's phenomenal. From West Indies, thank you for being here. Michelle, is it? Awesome. Hello, thank you, thank you. Hello, everybody. Love and light. Okay, just going down again because, like I said, Thank you so much. Feeling empowered. Yes, Aki. Zakia can be very, very um, helpful. Believe me, she's such a wonderful person. Floor where I live is 1313 everywhere I go. That is amazing. I love those numbers actually. Thank you. I'm so empathetic, but thank you. That's phenomenal. Kalispera, Apollondino. Kalispera to you too. Thank you for being here. For 9 days, bless her home now and healing. Awesome. I did do mirror image once. That's awesome. Yeah. So I have a few videos on actual mirrors, and they work phenomenal. They are just truly amazing. I admire you. You remind me of an Indian healer whose years past helped me with energy healing. Thank you for saying that. That's amazing. If I remind you of this Indian healer, by all means, that means you only have good feelings about that and good memories. So love and light to you. Thank you. Mandala, spreading love works too. Many times that's what people are lacking. 1000%. Totally agree with you. I love your tapping videos. Thank you, Zakia. Tap, tap, tap. It is amazing. And a lot of people, they don't realize how simple things can be, right? Just simple things as tapping just makes things simple in your life, believe it or not. We live in a world that we like to overcomplicate things, and things are not complicated at all, actually. I'm pretty sure it is about surviving the impending doom. There you go. That's what your Indian healer was talking about. That's awesome. Today, Shahira, while I was watching your new video outside, I felt like I can smell the aroma around you. That is phenomenal. Thank you, Shahira. And that is probably because you could smell it. Not probably, you were smelling it for sure. Because again, when you are connected with somebody, keep in mind that time and distance also is an illusion. Okay? So basically, what that means is wherever you put your mind on, you are instantly there. That's what I mean by that. So you were there, Shahira. Thank you. Right beside me. Okay, Shahira, is that even possible? Like I said, it is very possible because when you have, especially an energetic connection with somebody, the minute you think of them, you are there. Okay, you literally are. And when I mean you, I mean the bigger part of you, who you really are, was there right beside me. And you felt it, and that's awesome. Xanthi Nastapadakala to you as well. Efkaristo. Love and light will not protect anyone. No one needs protection, my friend. I don't know what your Indian guru told you. You don't need protection. This is another myth that a lot of people have been putting out there. You are love and light yourself. Okay, if you understood how powerful you really were, or are, I should say, then you wouldn't even use the word protect. You don't need protection. You are not your body. You need to remember that. I just watched TikTok. That's awesome. Awakening to War. After my awakening, I had some dark emotions coming in that wanted me to go crazy. It came often when I ate, and it just disappears now. So that's going to happen quite a bit because what basically you are feeling is your mind's retaliation. Okay, your mind or your brain doesn't want to be in that spot. It doesn't want to be in that peaceful environment that you are putting yourself in. Okay, when you awaken, that's exactly what happens. You become so at peace with yourself and everything else around you, right? And your mind loves to live in chaos. That's why it keeps projecting problems. It keeps projecting doom and gloom and destruction. And you need to get up. You need to pay your bills. All kinds of stuff that your mind brings up, right? Because it can't live in a calm state of being. But got news for you. You are bigger than your mind. You are more powerful than your mind. And all you got to do when your mind slips away, you just bring it back slowly, gently. Slips away, bring it back again. Slips away, bring it, and then before you know it, it's going to obey you. Okay. Your mind is like a little baby. It needs to be guided. Rick is in the house. How are you, my friend? Rick? Professor, good afternoon. Have you ever plateau spirituality? There is no plateau. There is no plateau. Like I said, we always grow, we always expand, we always evolve, right? So, from a point of spirituality, there is no plateau. You are an infinite being, and as an infinite being, you don't have plateaus. Plateaus are limits, right? There are no limits. Mario's in the house. Thank you for being here, my friend. And Madala, okay, I'm not the type that prays, but I am extremely grateful for everyone and everything. That is awesome. Yes. Like I said before, Mario, thank you, my friend. Again, prayer is a form of meditation, right? And if you are in alignment with it, there's no harm to it by all means. Katerina, thank you for that. Prayer is good, and I recommend it for people that are in alignment with it. It's pretty obvious people like you. Thank you, Rick. Love and light to you. I would imagine some like me, some don't. But whatever the case is, Rick, as long as you are in alignment with yourself, right, then the ones that are also in alignment with you will match your energy. And the ones that are not will not, plain and simple, right? So it's all good. Haley, because you sense he has lovely aura and energy. I feel that. Thank you, Haley, especially coming from a Reiki master. Uh, that's good. I like that. Because you Reiki people, I'm just joking, people that practice Reiki can actually also see auras most of the time. So that's awesome. Thank you for saying that. Michael LeBlanc, thank you, my friend. Gregory, thank you for being here. And from Fresco CA, I admire you and believe with all my heart that energy heals, using it now to heal. Yes, energy does heal because, again, everything is energy. And what we need to understand is that what really matters is our intent. What we intend to do with that energy is what matters. Energy just is. The same energy that makes up your body also makes up this pen, and also makes up this phone, and also makes up other stuff. It's all energy. The difference between all of them having different shapes is the intent. That's what changes. JD, hello. Nice of you to pop by. 1337 is a number that always meant something to me, but I cannot understand why. What's your opinion? So if you don't remember what that number means to you in this reality, it might be something that meant something to you from a previous reality, believe it or not. Or it might be something that your higher being is trying to show you. Okay? So there's multiple reasons why. But if you don't remember it from this reality, there's always a reason, maybe from a past life or something that's coming up. Katerina, thank you. So I would do some research on it if I were you. Just look it up, play around with it, see what you discover. You never know. What do you think about Reiki? Reiki is phenomenal. It's awesome. I love Reiki. I know quite a few Reiki masters myself. And yeah, it's all about energy. It's all about healing. It's all about connecting with energy. And anything that has to do with energy, I literally love, because everything is energy and consciousness. I had to add that, right? Energy and consciousness. That's awesome. I keep seeing 1212, 222. That's awesome, Haley. Again, they're all universal numbers, and it all depends on how you connect with them. I'm so much confident after our session today. Thank you. Thank you, Zakia. I'm happy to know that I make a difference in your life. I'm happy to know that you appreciate me and value me, because guess what? I appreciate and value you as well, because again, you are amazing, and I keep saying that, and you are more powerful than maybe you realize. But I'm sure right now you are picking up on that very, very quick. You are realizing that you are powerful. Thank you, my wonderful friend. Anna, hello to you as well. Love your content, learn a lot, love and light. This is why I do these lives. This is why I do these. I have this content just because there's so many of you giving me so many beautiful and wonderful, wonderful comments throughout, not just through my lives, but my all through almost every single video. I get so many beautiful messages, and then on top of that, I get private messages too, which is phenomenal. I love it. Caleb, thank you, man. I will keep that in mind, in my Catholic mind. Haha, that's all good. Whatever you believe in, whatever you are in alignment with, just stick with it, man. Okay, just stick with it. That's it. And the reason for that is because you need to be there. All right, so just stick with it. Remember, there's no right and wrong, so just stick with it. Thank you, Rick. Professor, how does one separate from ego? Well, the best way to do it is, like I even said earlier today to my friend Zakia, the same thing. Okay, the best way to separate, of course, is to find the self. Now, to find the self, it's a whole process, but I'm going to break it down real fast, okay? If you can imagine yourself, even for like maybe 5 minutes, okay, just drop the past. When I say drop the past, I'm saying drop any thoughts that come to you that belong in the past. Okay, you can't change them, you can't do anything about it, just leave it alone. This is the way you want to approach it, right? Even if it was like half an hour ago, or a year ago, or 20 years ago, doesn't matter, just leave them. Leave them for a couple of minutes, okay? Then after that, Rick, you want to also leave whatever future endeavors or accomplishments or any future worries that you might have. You want to put that on the side too. So now you have the past in one end, the future in the other. You also want one more step. The other one is the present moment. I'm a big advocate of the present moment, but in this case, you are to drop that as well. Why? Because into discovering who you are, doing this exercise, even the present moment might interfere. Why? Because thoughts keep popping up even in your present moment. So this means that you leave the past, you leave the future, you leave the present. What you are left with is what we call the self. Okay, when you connect with the self, you're quickly going to realize that the ego does not exist there, because you are not the ego. So of course, you need some time to practice this, to do this, but in most cases it happens instantly if you do it correctly, okay? And you're going to find that who you really are is a lot bigger than what you thought, okay? And the ego has no place. Rick is not there, okay? At that state of mind, Rick does not exist. Rick is part of it, but you are not Rick, if you know what I mean. Do you believe in numerology? Anything that you can use as a tool is all good. So if you've been using numerology and it works for you, by all means keep using it. It's all good. All right, let's go down because I'm not going to stay too long. Your aura is light blue. That's phenomenal. Thank you, Mandala. I was born at 222. I see it all the time. JD, there you go. That's phenomenal. Those numbers are always going to stay with you. I just saw 1111. There you go. That's a very common number, actually. Who is it looking out of your retina? I've been thinking about that. What do you say? That's a beautiful, beautiful question, Michael. That's amazing. The one that sees out of the retina, okay, you got to go even beyond that. Who is aware of the one that sees out of the retina? Okay, if you discover that, then you solved the ego problem and everything else that goes with it. So I get it, what you're saying, that's good. Who sees through the retina is good, but I'm going to step it up one notch and I'm going to say who is aware of that sees through the retina. That's where you want to put your focus on. Greetings, sir. Okay, I see your aura. It's white with blue. That's phenomenal. You guys can see my aura? How come I can't? Let me see. Maybe it's the phone. I can't see. Maybe it's my screen. No, that's awesome. Katerina, thank you. Mandela, the fact that you answer to all of us speaks volume about the love you profess to humanity. Love and light to you. I try, Mandela. I try to, in a short period of time, I try to answer as many people. Sometimes I get bombarded with so many questions that I try to answer at least my subscribers, right? But yeah, thank you. Thank you for what you do. Thank you for being here. I love it. Rick, thanks. Love you. One giant hug. Rick, here he is. Did you feel it, Rick? Right back at you. I love you too. Jay Blaze, thank you, my friend. Thank you for that. You are awesome. Okay, hello from Singapore. Krishna, Hare Krishna, awesome. And Michael, is I am the soul or is it God? Why am I questioning this is because we're not separate from God. So the I am is something that you need to discover for yourself. And the reason I'm saying this is because if I tell you, it's not going to have the same impact as it would when you discover that for yourself. Okay? Jay Blaze, thank you. When you discover the I am, and the way you do it is you just meditate on it. You let it marinate behind your head, right? It's the same thing that you would feel when you do what I mentioned earlier with Rick. When you find the self and the I am are the same. Okay? So, when you discover that, don't be surprised if you even have tears coming through. Just let it all out. Whatever you discover, just let it all out. I dropped all beliefs. Yeah, it was hard. I'm happy as I am now. You're so amazing. I love it. Shahira, only people who love themselves and wants to find their inner power love and respect you. Shahira, you're amazing. Love and light to you, my friend. Thank you. How can you read aura? That's awesome. Obviously, there's a few people right here, Jay Blade, that were already reading my aura. So there's quite a few people that can actually communicate with you as well. Basically, what you want to do is you want to look at somebody. Of course, my background helps because it's white, right? But if you can see somebody in a white background, also black background would work as well. And you just look at the person, maybe not directly in the eyes, just where their head area is, and just observe them without blinking. Just observe them, and see what color comes up. Okay? Something will come up. All right. I see electric blue aura on you, but I wonder if that is the blue thing these screens project. So I don't have the blue screen filter on me, so that's awesome. It's not from my screen. Thank you, Katerina. All right. Jay Blaze, thank you for that. Michael, you're awesome. Susan, okay. Hi, my younger brother recently passed. He was 54. He was suffering from pain. He said he was mom. He said he was mom. Question is your mother alive? I want to know if mom and brother are together now and happy. Oh, that is for sure. That I can tell you with no hesitation. Your mom and your brother are together. And the reason for that, I don't even need to look further into it. The reason for that is because the minute somebody crosses over, okay, you instantly connect with your soul group. And in this case, your mother is your soul group. Otherwise, she wouldn't be your mother to begin with. Okay, so definitely 100%. Ike, thank you for sharing. G Blaze, thanks. JD White, thank you. Thank you. Interesting to hear. Awesome. I am going to close here. She died. Okay. Light blue aura, which means your throat chakra is flowing at its... Oh, thank you. Love and light. Thank you. All right. Again, I'm going to close off by saying I want to thank everybody for being here. Of course, Mario, wow, I can see you are colored in blue. Wow, everybody's saying that today. So I'm actually impressed with all of you because there's no trick, there's no uh, filter on my camera, none of that. Okay, there's nothing behind me that is blue. And just having not just one person, good night, my friend Zakia, but multiple people tonight telling me that my aura is light blue. I appreciate it all. I, of course, associate blue with wisdom and health, and it is a very tranquil color. And just saying that, I got the goosebumps myself, which means I am in alignment with myself. All right. So, again, feel free to check out my channel or my page and Soft Purple too. Thank you. I love it. If you like what you see, hit a follow and also hit the little bell icon. Okay. And having said that, I am going to close off. Love and light to all of you. No matter what you do, be the greatest you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining. Thank you to all your participation here. Chapter, thank you. And of course, I want to thank you for all your wonderful gifts. And Zykia, thank you for subscribing, of course. Love and light to you. I guess I am closing off with your good night treat, like you were saying, Zakia. I know that you will sleep better now. All right. Love and light. Aki, take care of your mom. Zakia, your mother as well. All right. And Aki, be sure I am going to send Susan, thank you. I am going to send your mom some positive energy your way. Okay. And you can tell her that too. Love you. Love you as well, Jeannie. Thank you. Love and light. Take care. Aki, I got you. Love you, man. Bye bye. Katerina, thank you. Bye bye.